I don't think this is recording. Yes, it is. Okay. Hey everyone. I just wanted to this is part two. I just wanted it was a lot easier just to go through here and show you the pictures on my Facebook um than to actually save them all and do all that bullshit. But anyways, here is I guess I'll show you this one. This is me and Kia kind of kissing. So anyways, I don't know, that's kind of random. Okay, well here is ooh, let's see. I don't think the first photo would probably be in this one. The first one of us together, right here. There's Kia, and there's me, and we were at a waterfall type thingy. And I think I have a couple more pictures. But yeah, there it is, and there's Kia and her little sister and myself, still at the waterfall that day. That was on Halloween, and I fell and slipped on those rocks and got pretty beat up really bad. There's me. This was in Marimbula. It's on the Sapphire Coast, and we're right there on the ocean. And I thought this was like the third time I'd ever been to the ocean, and it was so cool. And I was playing in the sand, and I was trying to bury myself. But yeah, I don't know what the hell that is, but it was there. I think that was a pretty cool picture. There's Kia and I kissing again on the beach. There's me on the waterfall that day. That was like the coolest picture ever. Yep. And okay, this is I'll show you my favorite picture of us. This one's pretty cool too. My hair's all messed up and like weird, but wait, that's Kia and I at Byron Bay. There's Byron Bay in the background, and there's Kia, and there's me. And this is one of my favorites too. This is me here, and this Kia in the middle, and this is her friend. And this is my favorite picture. It's just her and me, and everything that This is right here. This is right here. It's because of RuneScape, and just wanted to point that out. RuneScape brought these two people together from around the world. There's me with some random thing. I think that's it. There's me on a phone. There's my Australian phone. I'll show you guys pictures off the phone also in the future. Yeah, okay. Anyways, I just wanted to show you a couple pictures of Kia, and I have a lot more somewhere else, I think. But anyways, by the way, please don't try to add me on Facebook because that'd be really annoying. And whatever. So whatever. Thanks. And the rest of the video is starting now. Hey everybody. Ruceo here. And this is part 2 of my online relationship video. Or I don't remember what the name was. But part 2 of my online relationship video. And I just first off, I just want to thank everybody for the amazing amount of support that this video has gotten. And honestly, I don't think any of my views, or obviously, I had like tripled my subscribers in like a day, which is kind of, for me, that's good. I guess for anybody, that's good. That's your have like. Anyways, I only had like 100 subscribers, but whatever. That doesn't really matter. And I got like at least 1,500 views, I would say. And I just really want to thank you guys, and I didn't think that my story would actually be this interesting for you to listen to. But anyways, I'm gonna continue with it, and this is my 5th time to record this. The first time I just got another fire cape. A minute ago, I was doing the fire caves while talking, and I just got distracted, and the video was it was like 40 minutes long, and eventually, since the data drive on my computer is messed up, and if I save my Camtasia video file to that, it will get corrupted when I try to transfer it over to Camtasia to whatever, so it won't work. So anyways, I gotta deal with it, delete some stuff later, whatever. But anyways, I'm gonna try. The video was 40 minutes long, so obviously I'm gonna have that, so I have to really focus and get to the main points of the story. And I'm sorry, but the video is going to be in a few parts because it's quite a long story. On RuneScape the other day, I recently got 99 cooking just a minute ago. Well, actually, it was earlier today. Just to update that, I got like 2.4 mil XP yesterday, and just finished up 99 cooking. So now I'm not going for 99 woodcutting at all. Trust me, I hate woodcutting. It's stupid. I just had to do something that was AFK-able so I could focus and talk more. Anyways, what was I saying? I guess in my story, I was up to the part where I got to Australia. And the way, for a lot of people were messaging me, asking me, um, how, or, did I get to Australia? And, if you weren't paying attention, I actually did get to Australia. And, I did, um, I did get there. Yep. Kia's mom had paid for my plane ticket and had gave me a place to live and let me stay with them, and pretty much I got there. And I'm sorry if I sound really weird. I'm really tired. I haven't slept in at least 48 hours. Just having a really hard time sleeping lately. Just thinking about a lot. And I I'm sorry. I'm really tired. I don't know if I don't like the way this turns out, I'm gonna delete it and do it again later. But I promise so many people like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Part 2. Yeah, I'll do it. But okay, so I gotta do it anyway. So I'm gonna beast it up. Anyways, so I get to Australia and I stay with Kia. I spent the first couple weeks there. The first night, okay, I'm gonna talk about the first night that I spent with Kia. No, I'm not gonna get into all the juicy details that most of you people would like to know about. But I'm gonna say that the entire year that both of us spent wanting to be with each other, that one night alone, was worth it all. And if all we had was that one night, then it would have all been worth it. I mean, I got to lay in bed and hold and kiss and touch the girl I dreamed of just being with for a year straight, every day, and at nighttime wrapping up my pillow, just so I could have something to hold because I wanted her so bad. But yeah, that's kind of weird. Anyway, so I finally got to be with her, and that was the first time we ever kissed, the first time we got to say I love you to each other's face, and it was just, I don't know, it was, it's the most amazing feeling ever. And if any of you guys are in an online relationship, that first night, or the first time you actually get to hold them, or touch them, or see them, hold their hand, anything like that, that first night is, for the first time, it's the most amazing thing ever, and you will never forget it. I promise you, you will never, ever forget it. And you have to look forward to that. Anyways, on with the story. So I was living with Kia for a couple months, right? We stayed together, okay? We didn't break up or anything like that. We stayed together throughout this entire adventure. And trust me, it is an adventure. And I'm going to try to fit as much of it as I can into 20 minutes. I'm going to keep the videos at 20 minutes because I feel they're quite long. And if I end the story in the right place, it'll keep everyone begging for more. So it'll motivate me to make the video. Of course, I'm going to make it anyways because everybody, a bunch of people want to see them. Want to hear my story. So anyways, Kia's mom had developed a sense of not liking me because of a couple various things that I did. Like, she didn't think that anything she did for me was good enough. Like, I didn't say thank you enough, or I wouldn't eat her food because she was like vegetarian, and it kind of scared me. I mean, it's not like, when I say it like that, I don't mean it like that. When I say I didn't eat it, I didn't eat it at first because it was very strange. Like, I had never heard of souffle, or I didn't know what a falafel was, or anything like that. So I was like, what the hell? I'm not gonna eat that. I lived off cornflakes for like 2 months, and I couldn't even buy kids cereal because his little sister would eat it. So I had to eat healthy, and I lost a lot of weight, and I was vegetarian. It was very strange. But anyway, so her house was kind of small. So eventually, I had got her aunt, Kia's aunt, had found somebody that needed a roommate, and so I moved in with them, and I lived there for a week because the guy he never told the lady that actually owned the house that he had 2 other people living there, because it was me and some dude named Harley, and then the guy that originally lived there, Bo. We were all living in this house, and only Bo was actually supposed to be living there because the lady didn't know about the other 2. She could be potentially making money off of us, so we didn't, whatever. Anyways, so we all got kicked out, and like I said, Kia's mom had developed a sense of not liking me. So when I got kicked out, I called Kia, and I called Kia's mom, and I talked to him like, Bo didn't even tell the lady that owned the house that I was living here, and I don't have anywhere to go now. And could I stay there for a few days while I found another place? And she's like, no, you can't stay here. And I was like, what? I, I was shocked. I was like, I can't stay here. Um, I mean, we're talking about this. Kia's mom had promised my mom that uh, that I would always have a place to go. I would always have food. I would never go hungry. I would never, I wouldn't be stuck somewhere where I didn't want to be. She promised my mom that. And in a way, she kept her promise. But as far as having a place to live, she fucked me on that one. I found a backpackers hotel, and I could only stay there like 1 or 2 nights in a row because the guy was really paranoid about the whole long-term thing. He's like, I don't want you staying this long, yada yada, and these kinds of fucking coins. So anyways, it was right around the holiday season, and the exact same day that I had lost my home, or that I got kicked out. I had originally had a week to move out, and then Bo got mad and decided he was going to move out right then because he didn't want to pay another week's worth of rent. So I had 12 hours to find another place, and I had nowhere to go. So I found this place. I stayed there, and I got kicked out of that place a couple days later because he didn't let me stay because he didn't like the whole long-term thing, like I said. And I found another little caravan park over there in Bega, which is Bega, New South Wales. It's it's a little town where they make cheese or something stupid. But it was there, and I found a caravan park, which is basically like a trailer park for all you Americans, like little cabins or whatever. And that one was $50 a night because it was right around the holiday season when all this happened. And the same day I lost my home, my boss had called me and had said, hey, buddy, I'm going on vacation and I'll be back in a couple months. And I was like, what? You got to be kidding me. So at the time, I only had like $250, right? And I wasn't working. I actually got work with the guy I used to work for when I first got there. He was letting me work with him about 2 days a week or so. So that was enough money to pay for food and accommodation, and that was it. And I was barely getting by on that. Luckily, I had a little bit of groceries and everything, and it was okay. But, like, I wasn't saving money, and I wasn't getting anywhere. So, sooner or later, I did that for almost, I'd say 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. And then I got a lucky break, because when I first got there, about a couple weeks after I was staying with Kiya, their neighbors had needed a house sitter while they went on vacation. And so I did that for them. And they were going again right after Boxing Day. Yeah, for Boxing Day, they were leaving until the 8th of January. And this was, it was right around in December. So that's why it was so expensive. It was like $50 a night, or $55 a night, or $60 a night, depending on what night it was at the one place. And then it was only $20 a night at the other place, so I could only stay at once or twice a week. So, anyways, I got to house sit for them again, because I'd done it a while back. And, let's see. I was doing that. And, oh god, I lost my train of thought. What happened? Okay, anyways, so it was, okay, one of the more memorable, I don't know, memorable days was Christmas Day. And everybody knows Christmas is a time where you go and you celebrate with your family, and you have a blast and everything. And, well, it wasn't the same for me. I'm 19 years old. I'm in Australia. I don't have any family. The only somewhat family or the only people I considered my family was Kia's family, and Kia's mom hated me pretty much. She just absolute. I don't know what it was. It's like nothing I could do was good enough for her. Like no matter. I mean, even after I figured out, I should actually say thank you more, and I should thank her for that. I didn't realize that. Even after I would try to fix that, it's like she wouldn't even look at me. It was hurtful, I mean, I had done so many things for her. I made her daughter so happy, and I came around the world, and I'd done all these things, and I admit, some things I did mess up a little bit, but, I had done so much, and she had just looked down upon me like I was the worst person in the world, and I could never make her smile at me. I could never make her say, good job, Kyle, you're doing a good job, you're trying, and that's what's, just anything like that. Nothing positive came from her towards me, and it was really hard. And that I'm not gonna say anything about that, but that'll pop up later in my story. So it's like she wouldn't even give me a shot. But anyways, that Christmas Day, I had spent the entire day by myself. Christmas Day, December 25th, Christmas Day. where everybody's out opening presents with their family. Everything, you know. My mom had called me and my whole family talked to me, and I was crying, but I didn't want them to know that I was sitting on a bench outside alone with no food and no money, and I couldn't even afford anything to eat, and everything that I maybe could afford was closed. And I sat there the entire day and basically just pouted, and that was one of the first times I actually felt that everything kind of hit me. The whole sense of, you know, was it worth it? I mean, no, actually no, I'm not gonna say that. I never actually once thought it was not worth it, and that's a weird thing to say because as the story goes on, you'll learn that it gets much worse from there. Anyways, when I got the lucky break from Kia's house sitters, neighbors, whatever, that needed a house sitter. It was Christmas Day. Kia spent the whole day with her family, and I had spent the whole day sitting alone on a bench. Kia had convinced her mom to let me go to the beach with him and let me stay the night with him, and so I did that because I mean she was like, "Man, you can't leave them all alone on Christmas Day." Yeah, you know what I mean. So anyways, I stayed there for the night, and the next day was Boxing Day. So Kia's neighbors had left, and I just walked right down to their house, and I was staying there for a couple weeks. And sooner or later, January 7th rolled around. Kia was going on vacation. Kia and her little sister were both going up to Byron Bay, which is 1,300 kilometers north of Bega. It's 800 kilometers north of Sydney, Australia. And it's right on the Queensland and New South Wales border, Byron Bay. It's a very popular tourist attraction, very beautiful place. They were going up there to visit her friend or whatever. So that time rolled around, and I was still looking for work, and I'd saved a little bit of money. I'd managed to actually do that because I was working more, and I actually had a stable place to stay and didn't have to pay so much money every night and all that good stuff. So Kia had left that day, and I was talking to Kia's mom, or I'd stayed a couple nights with Kia after I had stayed at at the neighbor's house for a couple weeks, and we had talked and everything, and I decided what I was going to do, and I was just going to stay around here and Bega and look for work, and she was going to enjoy her vacation, and I asked Sarah if I could stay there, you know, if I needed to, and she's like, "No, I don't want you ruining my vacation, you can't stay here." And that was really heartbreaking, especially I was trying so hard then just to impress her, just to get her to look at me, just anything I could do, notice me or whatever. And it just wasn't working. She's like, she saw no good in me whatsoever, and I hated it. It really tore me up a lot inside, not being able to just impress her. I don't know, it's very complicated. But anyways, so she said to me these exact words: "Your best bet is to either go home or go ask Lionel for a tent or something." Lionel was my boss, and that was crushing. She had basically offered for me to go home. She had offered to pay for me to go home and be with my family and be safe and have food, or I could go get a tent and sleep outside. I basically said, "Fuck you, Sarah," and I went and I got a tent, and I set my tent up right beside the beach. I'm talking about right beside the beach, like from here to Brandon. This is Brandon, by the way. From like this far away to the beach, you know, I was right on the sand, right off in the woods, and I set my tent up, and I was gonna stay there, and I was gonna look for a job in this little town until it was called Tathra, by the way. Lydia lives there. Lydia T30. She's a YouTuber. Yep. Anyways, I'd set my tent up, and that day I spent the whole day at the beach. It was nice. Kia was already gone on vacation. I was just relaxing. I exercised all day, and I chilled, and then it starts raining. Okay, it doesn't stop raining for a solid week. A week. 7 days. Okay, and I have a little tent, and this tent is 40 years old. My boss's wife, Wendy was her name. She had took it camping with her when she was 18, and when she went camping in New Zealand. She's now like 55 or something. Okay, it was an old tent, and it was a piece of shit. And it like basically collected water. It didn't repel it at all. It just rained right through. It's like it wasn't even there. So I couldn't sleep in the tent. Everything I had was soaking wet, and I didn't really have a way to take a shower or anything, but I found a way, because I would not go without taking a shower, because that is disgusting. I was sneaking into the holiday parks there, and taking a shower and all kinds of whatever. The only time I could charge my phone and my iPod was when I went to go take a shower. I'd plug it in and, let it charge while I took a shower and everything. I'd go take like 4 showers a day, just out of boredom. And sooner or later, my money that I had saved up ran out. And it got to a point where I had about $18 left. And I decided, if I'm going to be stuck here, or if I'm going to be stuck at all, I'm gonna be stuck somewhere where I can find a job. So I decided then that it's best for me to actually go to Sydney, or go north to Sydney somewhere and find a job, because I know in a big city there's got to be a way to find a job there. So with my $18, and my mom had sent me a Christmas present. This was around the 15th of January, I'd say, about approximately. My mom had sent me a present for Christmas. It was a box full of food. Not because I was starving, because I never told her. I never really wanted to worry her. Like, even I told her, I don't know, I didn't tell her I was camping in a tent. I told her I was just chilling out. I never wanted to worry her. So anyways, she sent me some food that I had requested because I missed American food really bad. She sent me like packs of gum and all just kinds of random stuff. So I had food for a few days, and I had $18. I had $22 actually, but I bought something one day and I had $20. And I went to the Biga Backpackers Hostel. I stayed there for a night with my last $20. Gave the guy my $20, and I sat up all night and I cried basically because I didn't know what I was gonna do. I was completely broke. I didn't have anywhere to go. Kia's mom still hated me. Kia was, she didn't have a job. She was on vacation. I don't want to stress her out, but I talked to her all the time, and she knew what was going on, and she was really stressed out, and I was just tired of stressing her out, and I just wanted to make a difference, So the next morning I woke up, and my $18 in coins, which was in a plastic sack, was sitting on the table. The guy had left it on the pool table. He forgot to take it home with him or something. He was really old, by the way. He was like 80 years old. His name was Ron. If anybody stays at the Biga Backpackers Hostel place, he's actually a very nice guy, and he helped me out a lot during my adventure. But so I went and I get my bags together, and I look for some way to get to Sydney. Okay, the only way I can get there is hitchhiking. And I'd never done it before in my life. I'd never hitchhiked before. I didn't know how to. I was too ashamed to. Over here in the USA, it is looked down upon. But I later found out over there it's pretty common. So, but this video is now 20 minutes long, and I'm gonna end the story, in this part of the story, with me standing on the side of a highway hitchhiking for the first time, sticking out my thumb. And the first car stops. And I'm walking up to the car, and I get in. And the rest will come with part 3. I'm really sorry, you guys. This is a very long story. But just to update you, I have $18 to my name. I'm in Australia, in a foreign country. No friends, no family, nothing. Kia's mom hates me. And I'm hitchhiking, trying to get to Sydney so I can find a job. And part 3 will be out very soon. I've also attached some pictures. Actually, I'm not even going to talk about that. I'll put that in the beginning. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. Please, if you want, post your thoughts. If you have any questions at all, message me or post a comment. Anything at all. I would love to help you out. If you got any questions about relationships, or oh God, if you have any questions about me, like if you don't understand something in my story, just say something, and I'll gladly explain it, or whatever you want to know. I'll help you out. Please share this story with your friends. That would, I don't know. I know some of you, almost all of you would know somebody who has been in an online relationship, etc., etc. And this story it's love. It's a love story. There's no doubt about it. And it's very, in the end, I think once I explain the story in full, a lot of it'll make sense, and I think it'll help a lot of people understand a lot of things about, maybe about love or anything. And actually, I've been thinking about it a lot, and that's what's been on my mind so much the last few days when I haven't been able to sleep, is the fact that I have the ability to actually help a lot of people, and that's what I want to do. And after this story is explained, a lot of you will be, I don't know, you'll have a lot of knowledge about a lot of things, I guess. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video, or listening to me rather. I'm sure nobody watched it. I recommend not watching it because it's pretty boring. But please, just if you have anything, if you want to know anything at all, comment, send a message, anything. I will be so glad to help you. And thank you guys so much for all your support, and I promise I'll make a part 3. Anyways, that's everything. Bye.